Okay, Dr. Brad, this is video number 2 on how to edit content on the website. Once again, starting in the dashboard. Once you are in the dashboard, you can go up here to the top and you can click on Visit Site. And you will be looking at the front end of your website. The difference will be that you will now have a small narrow menu at the top with these it's a black menu that has some drop downs and so forth, and what you're interested in is this Enable Visual Builder, and I'm going to show you how to use that. If you're looking at your website and you see something that needs to be changed, let's say there's a misspelling or this disclaimer here, we were going to possibly get some different text in there, so I'll use that as an example. Click on Enable Visual Builder and the website will reload. But now, after it reloads, you're going to notice that there are colored boxes that show up around some of the content. And you've got these purple, blue, green, and dark gray little tags that come up. As I scroll down the website, I'll go to that part that we were talking about, the disclaimer. Everything is organized in sections and then rows. For example, you can see this box, the large box here, is a section. Within the section, these green boxes are rows. You see here's one row, here's another row, and this disclaimer sitting in a row all by itself. And then within the rows, you'll notice that there are modules. There's several of them. There's text modules. There's this little module here that is nothing more than a line. Another text module. And these are blurb modules that have icons and so forth. If you want to edit content, all you have to do is click your mouse on the content that you want to edit, and you can begin to type right over the top. If I wanted to change, maybe I didn't misspell plagiarism, but let's suppose I did. I would just back over it and type back on, and that's all there is to it. That content is now changed, and in order to save it, I would go down here to the bottom. There is a purple round little circle down here. You click it and this expands, and then there's always going to be a save button all the way over here to the right. So I click save, and as soon as that turns back into a check mark, it's saved, and I can now exit the Visual Builder. Now, let's suppose you want to change a picture, like maybe this you don't like the icon here and you want to change it. Once again, we go to Enable Visual Builder. Wait for it to reload. Once the page reloads, you go to this module. And now you're going to click Module Settings, because that can't be changed from the outside. You've got to go into the module. So this little cog wheel is going to give you the module settings. And you will see these are the blurb settings. And this is where you choose the icon that you'd like to use. So if I chose a different icon, you'll see that it'll change in real time until I get the one that I want. Once I get the one I want, I have to click on this little green check mark here to save it, and that saves the module. It does not, however, save the page. You still have to go down here and click on the expand and click on the save to save the page. If I were to try to exit the Visual Builder without saving, it would prompt me and tell me that I have unsaved changes. Do I want to discard them or do I want to save them? In this case, I'm just going to discard them because I'm not sure that you want that icon changed. And I'm back on the front end of the website again. So each of these different modules is a little bit different to edit. But for the most part, anything that you see with text, you can click on and edit right on the screen. Okay, so that should be pretty straightforward. The last thing that I want to show you, you may have noticed when I click Enable Visual Builder, you may have noticed that the top section appears twice. Here, and then again here. But this one is kind of grayed out. This is a feature of this particular theme that allows you to set a section to be displayed only on desktop or only on mobile. And what this is a mobile only section because it looks better centered on mobile. So I have this one set. If you go into the section settings here by clicking on that cog and I scroll down the general settings, it looks a little intimidating at first, but you get used to it. You'll notice that I have disable on tablet and desktop, so only show on phone. And then of course this section, if I click on the settings, I have the opposite. I have this one disabled on phone. And I do that so that I get a nice view on phone with everything all centered up and a nice overlay over the image so you can read the text. And that way your website looks good on any type of device. So that takes care of how to edit content on the front page. If I'm in the Visual Builder, I can still go to different pages if I want to edit. For example, if I go to the About Us page, it will go to the About Us page. However, I will have to click Enable Visual Builder again in order to start editing the content. So that should give you a good overview on how to edit content on the website, with the exception of header content, the menu, the header, and footer content, which cannot be edited through the front end editor. So the next video I'll show you how to handle footer content and header content.